So we got two new Sims 4 kits, and I'm really excited to go over them today a little bit. So this is my first time doing a video like this, and if it's not that great, I'm sorry. I'm really excited and I wanted to make content. I think it's fun, so I'm gonna try my best to do something like this. I'm just giving my first impressions of the kits. They just downloaded. I haven't opened the game yet. I'm super excited, but I wanted to give a brief overview on each of them. So the first one is the Storybook Nursery kit. So with this one, what's really cool is that they worked with 6MCC, who's known for a lot of custom content. And if you're not familiar with 6MCC, don't worry, because I wasn't either until this pack was announced, or kit. His name is Alex, and he has a lot of really cool content that you can download. And I may or may not have actually downloaded one of his kits. It was a super cute, like, boho baby bedroom kit that he did. And I was like, it had a purple elephant on it. And I was like, elephant, gotta download it. So I downloaded it. I'm not very familiar with a lot of CC, but getting into this, 6MCC is like super talented from what I've been able to see, and he does a lot of like stylish, elegant designs that bring this whimsical touch. So his work often focuses on this like sophisticated, vintage fairy tale inspired aesthetic, which works perfectly for this kit, I feel like. So I think that this was a really good choice from the, short Googling that I've done on him, but based on the style he brings to his CC, I think it just made perfect sense. And if you want to read more about him and like this interview that The Sims did with him, I'll link that article down below for you. And then I'll also link down below the pack that I'm using in addition to the new kit. I keep saying pack and kit interchangeably. It's the same thing. I mean the same thing. It's DLC. But 6MCC is also recognized for like blending classic design elements more with like a playful twist. So I think that's like something that I've seen throughout a lot of the content I saw whenever I was scrolling through his website and all of the different kits that he's made for CC. And so I'll link down a couple of those as well if you want to skim through some of his CC and download it to play in The Sims. That's the biggest thing about the Storybook Nursery kit. But the overall aesthetic is that it's like kind of whimsical and vintage inspired nursery items with rich pastel color patterns. And so right off the bat from the pictures we've seen online whenever they announce these new kits, I think the pastel pop kit will work really well with this, at least for like matching some colors across the board. And from the pictures, the main things I can see is that we have like this ornate crib, we have canopies, plush toys, some delicate chandeliers, and like a fairy tale inspired decor. And again, with the style, it's kind of that like blend of sophistication with playfulness. And I think this is going to work really well for like legacy storytelling families, but that's just my initial thoughts. And then we have the artist studio kit, which first of all, I'm like super sad that it just now came out, because if you aren't used to my channel or haven't seen my recent build, one of my recent builds was an artisan's loft. I was like, man, and it had a lot of gallery spaces. So I was like, I wish I had this kit whenever I did that build. Anyways, the design theme more for this looks like it's bohemian inspired, and it has, of course, this artsy vibe that's great for your creative Sims. So from the photos and what I've been able to see, it looks like we have like a new easel. We have a lot of artsy clutter and like paint tubes and sketchbooks. And it looks like we have some interactive objects like a tablet and a woodworking station. So I just think this kit overall, from a style standpoint, kind of just lends to a more personalized, cluttered look to home studios and like your hobby rooms that you might do. So I just opened the game and it says, give your Sims more ways to express their creativity. There's a new easel, tablet, and woodworking table for Sims to use in their artistic endeavors. Place inspiring still life references, a backdrop, and other props to really help your creativity flow. And then artful decor. Add an artistic flourish to your canvas and your studio. Add paint splatter to the ground and clutter items like palettes, cans, tubes, brushes, and stack sketchbooks to every shelf and corner. I'm really excited about this because what I did in my last like artsy build was, I think we have like food splatter, and I put that on the floor to make it seem like it was paint splatter. So we've had to pretend to have paint splatter. So you can see it in this photo right here. Like, I'm so excited to have that. And also, I think we have like a debug or something, like cans of paint that you can put on the floor and stuff. So I'm really glad that we actually have items now that we can use that'll have like custom palettes and things like that in order to like really take it to that next level. So really excited about this. And then Storybook Nursery, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I know I've seen this photo 20 times, but still. Inspired by classic fairy tales and the elegance of ages past, this collection features delicately crafted toys, pleasant wallpaper, a dreamy mobile, and a dollhouse modeled after a traditional home of an old prominent family. And then a legacy of elegance. Raise your little one among ornate furniture, including shelves and a changing table. Some of these items, like the crib with the sweeping canopy and the tasteful chandelier, may have been passed down through the generations. So that's what I was getting at with the storytelling aspect of it. So I think this is going to be really cute. I love this chandelier. I'm like super stoked to put that. I'm going to use that. Storybook Nursery. And I want to see everything. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have this beautiful Bose bassinet. Passed down for generations thanks to its sturdy frame and timeless appeal. Definitely are going to have plenty of black swatches, which I'm kind of digging the vibe for like vampires. Like that's what's coming to mind initially. That would be so fun. And I'm planning on doing like some spooky Halloween builds in the coming weeks. So like this stuff would work really well for that. Ooh, they have my favorite green. This is very similar to the Love Struck green. Oh my gosh, I love that swatch so much. Green and gold is like one of my favorite color combinations. Oh my goodness, this is super cute. I love the purple too, super kind of Halloween-y. Oh, this is pretty as well. I like that red swatch on that. And I imagine that hopefully, come on Sims, hopefully everything has the same matching swatches for the most part. And yeah, so it looks like we have the same swatches for everything. So that's super exciting. That's really cute. And then we'll put this little toddler bed, same swatches. It looks like, yeah, awesome. I'm like not sure what I'm gonna do. So we have this chair. Ooh, okay. I like the color combinations for this chair. And also, I think even though it's like associated with a nursery, you could definitely get away with putting this little rocking chair like in a corner. I love having like spaces to put chairs like in corners just to fill a space. Or like if you do a lot of book nooks, I like to put a lot of libraries and book nooks in my builds and things like that. And I always have to put a chair of some sort in those areas. And I really like the swatches of this. This would work really well. And I think like cottage builds, like it could be super cute in cottage living, in tandem with cottage living rather. And then this is the nightstand. This is like a really big nightstand actually. So a lot of the same swatches. So far so good, I think. Wait, is this supposed to be the green? Oh no, do they not have a green? I think that's supposed to be green. It looks black though. I think it is black. Okay, well now I'm mad. So we don't have the green swatch, it looks like, unless this is, I'm not like not crazy, right? I don't think I am. Because the green, yeah, normally it's like you can tell it's green versus the black. So we don't have a green in the nightstand, which is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie, because I was thinking once I saw that swatch, I was like, oh, I want to do green for the test bedroom, but we don't have green. So that's the same for the shelf. So the shelf does not come in green either. Okay, Sims, okay. Doesn't make sense to me, but okay, whatever. Same for this. So we don't have the green in this either. So you can tell like we have 13 swatches and then over here we have 12. So they intentionally left the green swatch out for that. I'm a little confused by that. I don't fully understand the purpose of not having that. Of course, it's the one swatch that I was most excited about, but it is what it is. At least it looks like we have green for this. Ooh, I like that. Oh, we have more swatches overall. So we have 14 swatches. This is really pretty. I like that, like gray color with the gold. And then there's my green color. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have plenty of pastels. This is going to be really great for like, I feel like Not So Very. It has some good color swatches for that. And just in general, pastel colors, if you want to use softer muted tones, this is kind of a fun pattern as well. In general, just the pattern, but color combination for that. Super cute. I really like this. I dig that. Does the bed come in different? Yeah, so it's just solid, and it's kind of like this. It makes me think of a seashell or like a shell type of pattern. And then you have like this kind of paisley pattern on the mattress. So you have like a paisley, a shell looking, I don't know what to call that, but then you also have like whatever this pattern you would call, it's like, it makes me think of leaves or feathers or something like that. So that's kind of cool. So we have like three kind of primary types of patterns. Sorry, I'm getting really into this, but oh, you can, oh, okay, awesome. So we have a lot of slots in this. So it looks like this one is also a slot. Maybe it's just not working for this object, but looks like we have 4 slots on this, which this is like just a clothing rack. Yeah, that's cute. So milestone frames is a super cute thing. Let's see what the swatches are for this. Oh, it's so cute. We have a lot of different babies, all the babies. Okay, well, I'm like getting super excited about this. So this is just an essential diaper bag. I love this clutter already. I can tell it comes in my green, so I'm happy. Oh, we get my green kind of in 2 swatches on this one. Okay, well that kind of compensates a little bit, but we have a lot fewer swatches for that. So we only have 9 swatches for the bag. And then I love that we get this cute little round rug. Oh my gosh. We have circus animals. That is so cute. We have like jungle kind, well, maybe not jungle. I don't know if a possum would be a jungle animal, but I saw the sloth and was like, ooh, jungle. This could probably work well with jungle adventure though, like jungle adventure bedrooms. I think you could make that pair nicely. Oh my goodness. I love that we have this like other circus kind of animal print. Like we have some really cute prints for this. This is cute too with the flowers. I love that we have like a lot more variety, even though it's like 12 swatches compared to some of the others. Honestly, it's pretty amazing. Like I didn't even count, but we have 24 objects here. So that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. And I'm gonna check the wallpapers and stuff too to see what we get. Okay, so this is the green. That's nice. Oh, this is cute. Some clutter. That's like a raccoon on it. So these are just like what, blocks? Antique blocks. Does it not let me change it after I place it? That's a little annoying. So it looks like it's basically the same print, it's just different colors. So lots of browns and neutral colors. Still cute though. And then we have the soft and supple playmat. It's kind of a supple playmat. I don't know, something about that is kind of weird to me, but this is really cute though. I dig the black and red. I think that's definitely a vibe. And I really like these light colors. We have like, it's a good combination of dark and light. Like it's pretty much half and half. You have a lot of dark colors and then you have a lot of bright light colors and muted tones. So this is fun. This is really fun. And then what is this supposed to be? Heirloom toy box. This is like a super fancy toy box. What in the world? So it has flowers. That's cute. That's like, isn't that like the first thing we've gotten with a flower print on it? Did the nightstand? Yeah, I guess this is a flower on it. I didn't really see that. But I guess with the flower pattern on the rug, it's not completely random. I just feel like we don't really get flowers on anything else. So I don't know. It's cute, but it's kind of odd that we only get that so far on what I've seen. Oh my gosh, the massive dollhouse. At first I was like, this is making me think the goth residence from the back. Let's see, what's the story with this? I'm kind of curious. This dollhouse features a lavish and stately home. In fact, it looks oddly familiar, don't you think? Am I right? I'm not the best with lore, so, you know, let me know in the comments. Is this the Goth family household? I think it is. That's what I noted. Like when I first saw it, even from the back, I was like, oh, that looks like the Goth house. So I think subconsciously I'm like telling myself something here. Don't be mad at me for not knowing that. Okay, I build in Sims. I don't play live mode or anything. Like I'm kind of dumb when it comes to all of the lore in the Sims. But I know like Bella Goth, like Eliza Pancakes. Like I know some of them. Okay, so don't come at me too hard on that. So we don't have as many swatches, which is kind of disappointing. It's a lot of dark swatches, so we don't have as many like bright color, and that one's neutral. So really you only get a pink and a blue, which is kind of basic, which I don't like to say, but I wish we had like a light green or yellow. That would have been really nice for that, I think. I think that was a little bit of a miss for me. I like the object itself though, it's kind of fun. And then we have, this is like really cute for like an antique kind of look to it for a storytime bookcase. So all sorts of color swatches for this that match obviously across the board. And then this is little boutique clothes. I guess it makes sense, like you gotta hang it up. Okay, cute, nice. At least it's not like a lot of dark swatches. Again, I kind of wish we had more than 6 swatches for that, considering we get like 14 swatches for most everything else. So I don't know. I wish we had like at least 10 swatches of that. I think would be fun. At least it's combined though, so you get yellow and green in one, but the others are like just kind of like pinkish reds, and then you have blues. So kind of just the basic pink and blue, and then you have yellow and green combined with some neutrals. This one's kind of fun, at least. You get a little bit more variety in some regard. Sorry if I'm spending too much time on these. Like, I really am trying to, like, give you a good sense of all of the color swatches and everything that's in the packs, kits, whatever. This is cute. I really like this. Again, I feel like they're a little heavy with the dark color swatches, so I would like a little more of the pastels for some of these. Like these are really pastel. This one's kind of pastel, and then it starts to get into dark colors thereafter. So it's for it to be advertised specifically with pastel colors, I'm kind of shocked that it seems like in some cases, not every case, but in some cases we have more dark color swatches, but that's just on some items, I guess, not all of them. This is really cute. I love this, like the idea of like putting that up against the wall with the crib. Super cute, like such a cute vibe to go with that. So we have a lot of swatches for this, 14 swatches. So this is kind of like the curtain. So in essence, you should have a swatch that matches the curtains, which I think is a good catch. That could have, I think, been an oversight, but if you're going to have two kind of curtain-like objects, they should have the exact same swatches, and they do. Let's see here. And then we have the little plushie, which is super cute. I love this. So this ties in with more of the animal theme that you get on the rug a little bit, but this sloth is super cute. I like the sloth. There we go. That's like a cute combination. I really think Jungle Adventure could work with some of this stuff. And then we have this cute lamp. Mr. Gerbit, is that how you say that? Is a friendly and kind llama friend. I thought it looked like a llama that all Sims love, no matter how big or small. He'll always accompany you by being the most wholesome beacon of light in any room. That's why I wanted to read it. I was like, it looks like a llama. So I love that I love llamas. I love llama items. These are really cute color swatches. I actually like a lot of these better on the lamp than I do on some of the other objects, the ones that I don't care for on other objects. So I like the lamp. I think that's super, super cute. And then we have Wagon of Wares. This heirloom wagon toy has been passed down for generations, initially purchased from Apothecary Todd in Magic Town, who claimed it could bring joy and prosperity. At first, I thought that was like a Sith or something. I was like thinking Grim Reaper. I didn't. I think is that what that is though? I don't know. I was like maybe it's just a flag, but I don't know. That looks kind of ominous in a way because it looks like they're in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of funny that they did that. But it is a flag. But it's just kind of it looks a little dark and ominous in some ways. And then on this side, oh, you have the little lion. I'm on llamas. So you get 12 color swatches for this. Super fun. Super fun. And then the chandelier. This thing I was like really excited about. I think it's really different from a lot of our ceiling lights that we have in The Sims. So it's kind of nice and refreshing to see something that's of a completely different style. And like something like this definitely has 6 CC all over it. Like I can see that he did this pack because of something like this. Like this is super detailed in my opinion. With all of those beads and stuff, like that's super cool. I love this. Like this is gonna be a game changer for like cute nursery lighting. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, so we do have a new wallpaper. Cute. So it's like a map, a world map. That's kind of neat. It's like a world and you have little UFOs and hot air balloons. That's super cute. So we have it in that. So it's kind of like a lot of neutral tone. Like these are 3 different wallpapers and you wouldn't think it by looking at the color scheme. I like the green. That's kind of cool. And then you have this blue toned. That's like the most colored one we've gotten so far. And then the last one is this. So you can definitely see the red on that. So that's kind of a neat vibe. What's it say? Hold down. Oh, just I was like, what's it say about the item? Hold down shift key. I really like a lot of the stuff that we got for this. I'm hoping I'm not missing anything else. I really think wallpaper would be the only thing. So now let's check out the artist studio kit. Honestly, like like the fact that you pull all the items out, like this room looks pretty filled up with how big it is and the number of items we have. So, 24 items and a wallpaper. Artist studio, here we go. The stepladder shelf. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. I love this so much. Like, it makes me think of those, if you've seen those videos, the multi-purpose kind of furniture, it makes me think of those shelves that turn into like a table when you fold it down, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, then just forget it. But it's really cool that we have an item like this, I think. So what kind of swatches? Interesting. So a lot of neutrals, so lots of browns, but I mean, they pair it with like greens and reds on the clutter, purple. So lots of fun color schemes, I think, overall. I'm glad they gave us a lot of variety with shades of brown. So we have a lot of different browns to put that with. And then, oh, this is so cute. Storage Savvy Smock Rack. Oh my gosh, I love the messy ones so much. Like, yes, put paint everywhere, splatter it all over everything. Oh, that is so cute. I love that. You got the paint and the apron. This little cart is super cute. I feel like I'm gonna always use the messy ones because that's just the vibe whenever you have like a studio, like it needs to look used. I love the vibe though. It like kind of screams industrial, especially right when I pulled this out. So this would match, I think, with some of the industrial loft kit and like anything that's like metals and wood tones, like your modern builds or things like that. This could be like a super cool vibe. So you could go like if you have a modern home, you can maybe if you wanted to use the nicer furniture, but then if you go for like an industrial vibe, you could use the messy, like scratched up and paint covered furniture. Oh, this is nice. I'm not reading what they are, sorry. So that's a storage locker over here. That's just I love that they put that ready set go as in bango cart. And then we have the companion cabinet. So nothing says you're a professional artist more than this cabinet. It has everything you need to store your treasured supplies, including rows of paper and canvas storage, small drawers for paint tubes, and a stylish glass panel. This is 16 swatches. So we have a ton of swatches for these, I feel like. So that's 14, that's 12. It's kind of concerning that they're all different so far. 16, okay, so these two, it looks like have, for the most part, the same swatches. And then this has 12, so 12, 16, 14 seems to be the number of swatches. Also number of items. It has 23, so one less object than the nursery storybook kit, but they are bigger objects, I will say. So these will fill the room a lot more than your typical clutter would. So 16 swatches too. So it looks like a lot of them actually have like the large number of swatches. This is the rolling drawing rack. The storage cabinet will draw your precious works of art and supply new canvases for your next great masterpiece. Ooh, what is this? This is cute. Anything's a surface pedestal. Nice. Do not mistake this dirty water for your cup of tea. That's pretty funny. So that's cute. We get a little pedestal. And it comes in 12 swatches. Oh, that looks like my green color. Heck yeah. Okay. So this is, I guess, like a, studio pedestal. So we have that chair already where it has like the bottle with the grapes or something in it. It's kind of an equivalent of that, where you put objects that you want to paint or whatever. That's cool. Lots of fun items. Love that. Then you have the sink. Not as many swatches for the sink. So only 10 swatches, and they're all kind of neutral. There's a lot of white, black, gray color. So it looks like you can change the legs for these, but it's only red, yellow, and blue. That's kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. I don't really like that very much. And then this is the tablet. The Creative Pro tablet puts all the dynamic tools and mediums of professional artists in the palm of your hand. It features a sleek travel case and tons of battery life, so who knows where your art will take you, or well, where you will take it. So that's cute. This is the woodworking, the woodworking table. So lots of big tables. So you can definitely, I love that we have a lot of big clutter now, like more cabinets and stuff, because honestly, when you look at some of these, if they were like not painted over, like that could be just a nice cabinet. You could just pretend, same with this. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be art associated. Like, yeah, you have canvases down here, but you just have books and like nice clutter. So you could use this like in a garage. I feel like you could use some of these objects just as like garage furniture, like a tool shed of some sort. I think could be kind of a cool vibe to use some of this stuff for. There's the new easel, which I'm super excited about. I love this. I'm glad we have another easel because I like to use a lot of the ones that are kind of locked behind career aspirations and things like that. And it looks like this one is not. So I like that you don't have to worry about that and you can get another easel. But I'm glad we got a plant. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, yes, plant, please. We have some lilies. So that's nice. Ooh, and it's like you have cracked vase options. That would be such a vibe for a cottage. I love that. So lots of like blues and greens, like lots of muted colors, neutral colors. So it's definitely kind of a certain vibe. Like you don't get, ironically enough, with the artistic studio kit, you don't get a lot of like vibrant colors necessarily. I love that we have more sketch art to put on the wall. I love this. Like this gives a lot of new color to the room. This is like really nice for concept. Like I could see putting this like over a workstation or something, like a desk area where your design table, you get your draft table, and you can pretend you know, that's what you're drafting on it. I don't know. I like trying to mix kits and stuff together because I think it's fun when you can see how different kits and packs work well together. Man, this person's got like what, an 8-pack? Nice. I wish I did. So it's a lot of just neutral tones, which makes sense for stone, I guess. And then we have book clutter, sketchbooks. Oh, I love that we have more book clutter. Ooh, I like how that one is like propped up. That's cool. I like that. This is super cute. Something so simple, but I love that. Yay, we get vibrant colors for this. Okay, that's what I was hoping for a little bit more, I guess, with it being an art pack. Like, I am a little shocked that it's a lot of browns, blacks, whites, and grays. And I get it from some standpoint, but I'm a little disappointed in that. Okay, so this is just some nice clutter. Discounted paint cans. Okay, so at least we get some fun color swatches for that. Okay, so maybe it's just all the fun color swatches are for the clutter items for the most part. More paint clutter, so this is painter's palettes. Nice. And then that is also, you get some of those more pops of color. It's interesting that they have this purple and then it's like a super vibrant indigo like purple. So that's interesting that two swatches are like that similar. I guess the cans, the bottles change color too, so maybe they're not as similar as they look first glance. Oh, nice. So we get those. I don't know what these are called, but I have seen them used in art. I'm glad that we're expanding beyond brushes because people do paint with a lot of other objects. And then this one has some kind of fun swatches, lots of muted colors. So, you know, I'm fine with muted colors, and honestly, I probably say I use muted colors more than like super vibrant eclectic colors. But my recent Artisan's Loft that I built that I mentioned earlier used a lot of eclectic colors, so I'm thinking some of this stuff might not have worked as well with the vibe, but this I am so excited for. I'm hoping that the swatches are different patterns and not just different colors of the same pattern. They are, they are, they are, they are, they are. Okay, okay. Ooh, ooh, I love this. I like that swatch a lot. It's like over here, I'm just talking about how I want super vibrant colors and everything, and then I go to a more muted swatch, and I'm like, ooh, I love that. I am like honestly so excited for this. I am so happy we have some floor paint clutter items, like paint markings we can put that we don't have to pretend and use food for. The forlorn picture. So this is probably like something you could imagine putting on the pedestal right here. I imagine that's what that could be used for, but I mean, you could just honestly put that in your kitchen. Like that could work in a cottage, or I mean, even a modern, like that gives modern vibes a little bit, like super elegant. Love that. And I love that we have this backdrop. So Studio Drake backdrop. I'm glad we have another option for this because the other one is just kind of like a big, almost like it looks like a plain canvas, which is not as dynamic as the way you have the folds in the curtain here. So I'm super excited about this. And a lot of muted tones, but we have some vibrant, like that's a vibrant color swatch. So lots of blue and like orange, and then everything else is more muted. But we do get more color at least. So we have that pink color, a yellow a little bit. So that's fun. And then the last one is an industrial spotlight. This, yeah, an industrial builds in general would work so well. I think I love this light a lot. I like the base swatch actually. It's like that green color. It's cute. You could put that in the nursery. Just pop it over here. It kind of matches, not gonna lie. It's pretty funny. Okay, so the other swatches for this. So this even comes with paint covered swatches, which is kind of fun. Love that. So blues and yellows again. It's a lot of that blue color. So we do get the blue kind of consistently, I guess, in some capacity. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. I'm more excited, I think, about the nursery, which is kind of shocking because I don't really build a lot of nurseries in my builds. So I just think they're more fun, and maybe it's because they, you know, worked with 6MCC, but I think these objects have a little bit more detail in some regard, and I really like the nod with the dollhouse over here, and the wallpaper is really fun. Speaking of which, I did not check the wallpaper. So we have this, interesting, and then we just have like a lot of swatches. So it's like a wood paneling. So that's kind of cool. That's a little bit different from like the types of paneling we have. It's a little bit more rustic in a way, actually, because we have like the super modern paneling design. Ooh, I like that faint pink. That could even work with the nursery. Okay, so one thing I want to do really quickly that I hadn't done yet is I want to bring a sim in here, and I kind of want to see what we can do interaction-wise. Craft sculpture. Horse sculpture. I don't care if you're uncomfortable. Get over it. It's making that horse. Lots of measurement. You're doing great. You're doing great. I also named the sim 6MCC. You did it. Yay. Okay, so that's cool. Let's play with this. Let's do a figure painting. Whoa, okay. You wanted to do a big one right off the bat. Let's do it. Stop doing that, and I want to see what this looks like. Let's do a small classic painting. What does that mean? I'll let him finish his work of art. It's looking great, 6M. Stick with CC. Yeah, okay, so this is like, it makes me think of Procreate. Okay. That's cool that they incorporated that in The Sims. I know that there are going to be a lot of artists that don't like that, so, you know, it is what it is, but I mean, let people express themselves however they want to has kind of been my whole thing. Like, who are you to say what is and isn't art? I'll get off my soapbox on that and my tangent. Where did it go? He just hid the tablet. So I think ultimately this just comes down to whatever your preference is whenever you're building. If you're having to choose between the two, I am a little bit more disappointed with the Artist Studio kit. I feel like the color swatches don't really match the vibe of having an Artist Studio kit. I love the objects. I like the items a lot. I'm just not sure about like the style choices with the objects. Whereas with the Nursery Storybook kit, I think that it's a lot of fun. You have a lot of different uses. For instance, you have animal prints, you have floral prints, you have the like paisley, you have the feathery, the shell like prints. You have a lot of different style options and choices with that, along with several different color combinations. I am a little upset that the green swatch is not on some of the objects. I think for the artist kit, that one at least has a lot of swatches. So I like that there are like 16 swatches on some of them. It's just disappointing that most of them are just browns, blacks, grays, and whites. So I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up when it comes to that. I think ultimately it depends on what you like to build. Ironically enough, I don't build a lot of nurseries when I do my builds, so it's funny that I prefer the nursery kit, but maybe I will build more nurseries now that we have this kit. But anyways, I think it'll be a lot of fun to incorporate these with other packs and kits like I was mentioning throughout the video. I feel like the Artist Studio kit would work really well with like the Industrial Loft kit or maybe some of the more modern kits. But then for the nursery kit, like it could work really well with the Pastel Pop kit. So if you like using that one, then the nursery could work well for you. The Jungle Adventure kit, I feel like that could work really well. I know that these are stuff, packs, kits, whatever. I'm just using kit as a broad term here. But I think that it just depends on which packs. So if you own Jungle Adventure and Pastel Pop, then maybe it makes more sense for you to get the nursery kit if you like to do more builds with nurseries. But then if you really like modern industrial builds and things of that nature, or creative builds for like artists or chefs or things like that, where like I like to get into that mode sometimes, then maybe it makes more sense for you to get the Artist Studio kit. So those are just some things that come to mind forefront for me whenever I'm trying to decide what kit I get and whatnot, because I need to know what matches well with other things. And obviously that's something I can't cover all in one video because we have so much DLC, but those were some of the ones that came to mind initially. And also I think the Not So Berry challenge, if you do those types of challenges and legacy challenges and things like that, that the nursery kit works better for that as well. So, you know, there are just a lot of things to consider when you're making these decisions. I'm just trying to give you some ideas to think about. I hope you find that helpful. So let me know which one you prefer and what you like from each of these kits, because I like both of them in different ways, but I feel like the artist one let me down a bit more. I'll definitely use the artist one a good bit. It's just kind of not what I was expecting as much. And so I think 6MCC though hit it out of the park with the nursery storybook kit, because I can tell, I don't know why, you can just tell when they work and collaborate with someone else on a kit. And I know in the recent announcement, they're going to start doing that a lot more often with working with other content creators. So I think it's really exciting what the kits could turn into in the future when they start collaborating more with these simmers that do CC. And I hope you really enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to do more videos like this. And if you want to hang out with me some more, be sure to click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you be part of our community here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye. I really think that 6MCC did such a great job, and again, I just am so excited for the future kits and packs that they do where they collaborate with other CC content creators.